Hello and welcome to the SJSU Fall 2015 ME110 case study for kick scooter. In this video, the team consists of Calvin, Mark, Raymond, and Amos.
When looking at the base has been done through extrusion, which can be seen from the linear grain flow and the constant area of extrusion. Besides that, there's a break area that can either be CNC'd or laser cutted, but due to speed and efficiency, laser cutting is the method that has been decided. Besides that, if you look in the bottom, there's grooves on the bottom themselves, and they have been grinded full and finished for the final product. The handlebar is T-shaped and it's made from multiple cylinders. The cylinders can either be extruded, rolled, or pre-bought, but due to cost efficiency and speed, pre-bought is the most likely method.
The neck of the kick scooter is comprised of an aluminum pipe and two quick lock clamps. We believe that the pipe was extruded due to the inner grain flow pattern within the pipe that shows that the material has been pushed through a die. Next, the pipe was internally threaded on one side, which was most likely done by a lathe with a tool that cuts internal threads. The quick lock clamps could have been made through the extrusion process. This is due to the interlinear grain flow pattern within the clamps and also the piece's constant cross-sectional area. The clamp was then cut into specific size. Evidence of this is the cutting lines that are visible on the sides of the clamps. The scooter folding mechanism may have been MIG welded. The part was put together with the use of TIG welding. We determined that the part was TIG welded due to the workpiece being made of aluminum, which is also a common material for TIG welding. Also, the weld bead on the workpiece is not uniform in pattern, which is also evidence of TIG welding. The two pieces that make up the mechanism were potentially created by slip rolling and bending. This is due to the existence of a welding line that exists in both pieces. For the two-piece, the ends have been widened. This is done with the use of swaging, which acts as a compartment for the scooter's bearings.
In this segment of the video, we will be covering the brake, the lower joint, and the upper joint. The team agrees that these three parts were made by blanking a flat aluminum plate. These uneven lines bear evidence of bending. To get their curves, the upper and lower joints were most likely bent into shape. On the other hand, the brake was most likely stamped in its shape rather than bending, since the curvature of the brake is rather complicated with just bending. Alternatively, these parts could have been done by closed die casting. However, this process is slower and more expensive than blanking.
There are a few plastic pieces that are used to cover openings as well as for aesthetics. The team agrees that these parts are made by the process of injection molding. Evidence such as the parting lines and ejector pin marks are visible within these parts. This process is ideal to high volumes of production. An alternative process to these parts are casting. However, the slower fabrication time will decrease the production rate.